What's up, guys? It's Coast Weather TV. So it's currently 6:15 p.m., which is our normal timing. Thursday, so the stream's going to be starting a little later. We have a marginal risk of severe weather, which storms are starting to fire up a little more and a little more. They honestly do not. There is a marginal. They don't look the most severe, but anything could happen. WJ1's also working, so we're going to get alerts also on that. It's currently marginal risk right now. Currently a marginal risk to tornado. Looks like, I don't know. The Storm Prediction Center did issue a 20, but looks like it may not happen. That's really it. 249. To where it is. So yeah, WJON's back up, so we can hear some of that. The 76ers play on MDA TV, so yeah. We're going to be playing Clay Ranger's video in a sec. Alright, so if there's any kind of severe weather warning, we'll get that, but we're gonna pull up his video and we'll start. I'm tired, as you can see, but I should be back to full energy soon after I shower and get clean. So yeah. Tomorrow is another marginal. I will actually read that discussion real quick. I'm saying the service cold front. So I don't think it's going to get upgraded. But we'll see. Anything can happen. Just like that moderate. So, okay. Clay Ranger. Apparently one of my videos got taken down. I don't know what. I think it was the one yesterday. So I just have to do a better job. So here he is. Want to claim videos. And here we are. Enjoy the stream, everybody. That's not the stream, and I don't feel like getting this video taken down. Dude, another one? Come on. Alright, enjoy his alerts from December 10th.
has issued tornado watch number 554, effective until 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Saturday, or 2 a.m. Central Standard Time Saturday. This watch includes the following counties in Indiana: Clark, Crawford, Floyd, Harrison, Jefferson, Orange, Perry, Scott, and Washington. In the following counties in Kentucky: Breckenridge, Lewis, Harding, Henry, Jefferson, Meade, Nelson, Oldham, Shelby, Spencer, and Trimble. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert to rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, broadcast radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information.
Keep in mind, it's only 7:22 p.m. It feels darker than that, or later than that. Oh.
Someone's been there before now.
Oh, I should try these guys.
We have a new warning for Jackson County, Arkansas.
Yep, there's the new tornado warning for Jackson County. And a new tornado warning from Springfield for Laclede, Pulaski, Texas, and Wright until 7 o'clock Central Time. Also, this is in effect for ILN's coverage area. Tornado Watch 554 in effect for ILN's area. Oh, wow. Okay.
Let me just say,
Anyways,
Mike was earlier.
hang on 1 second. Yep, and there's the... There's the Louisville TOA. Just got it. Just let that relay. Yeah. I now have 5 TORs in effect. So.
Today, S13.
Sounds about right.
It's not a miniature version of an EF4I. This might actually be stronger than that, based on the velocity signature. I mean, even right here, this is really a meteorologist.
Guys, I'm getting my first Little Rock TOR!
The National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a tornado warning for northwestern Prairie County and central Arkansas, northern Willis County and central Arkansas, south eastern Pulaski County and central Arkansas until 8 p.m. At 7:38 p.m. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Little Rock Airport Base, moving at 55 miles per hour. Average tornado. Source: radar indicated location. Impact: flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Sherwood, Jacksonville, Jackson, Little Rock Airport Base, Fort, Austin, and Yolo counties. Old Austin, Arnold, Sylvania, Olmsted, Gravel Ridge, Winton, Trinity Corner, Macon, Haley, Butlerville, Hickory Plains, Woodlawn. This includes a Highway 67 between mile markers 10 and 25.
Guys, I just got my first ever Little Rock tornado warning. Through the power of DXing. KAAY 1090.
Just so you know, if that is true.
County in central Kentucky until 11:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 10:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. time. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 10 miles east of Hardinsburg, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. Expected hazards include tornadoes. This is a radar indicated threat. The following effects are expected. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Brandenburg around 10:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
Goddamn. Just offering this right now.
Increasing the fear path to 30,000 feet high.
Just prayers for Mayfield, please. It's headed right for Benton. Just Mayfield is done. Oh my God.
The National Weather Service in Louisville has issued a tornado warning for southeastern Meade County in central Kentucky, northern Hardin County in central Kentucky,
Somebody tell Mitchell to go on 840, please.
in central Kentucky until 1:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or 12:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. At 12:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or 11:50 p.m. Central Standard Time, a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado is located 7 miles south of Hardinsburg, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Expected hazards included a damaging tornado. Tornadic debris has been confirmed by radar. The following effects are expected. You are in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris may be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be destroyed. Considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is likely, and complete destruction is possible. This tornado thunderstorm is mainly over rural areas of southeastern, northern Oregon, and southeastern Breckinridge counties, including the following locations: Diner, Constantine, Garfield, Southeast Lee, Westview, Longview, Dura, New Hampton, Big Spring, and Vine Grove. To repeat, a large, extremely dangerous, and potentially deadly tornado is on the ground. To protect your life, take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
The flight.
That is generally until 2:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. At 1:44 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located near Shepherdsville, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. Expected hazards include tornadoes. This is a radar indicated threat. The following effects are expected. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Taylorsville around 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Other locations in the path of this tornadic thunderstorm include Shelbyville. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
Edward.
Okay, I just want to report this.
With regard to if we trust robots to provide example security, at what point could a self-learning artificial intelligence system decide differently than what we want it to do? Yeah, that's. The National Weather Service has issued tornado watch number 561, effective until 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This watch includes the following counties in Kentucky: Bullitt, Hardin, Nelson, and Spencer. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain focused to rapidly changing weather conditions and listen to latest statements and possible warnings. Including or weather radio, broadcast, radio, and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. For now,
Cardiac Partners, we live to find better ways to care for your heart to get you back to what you live for.
Correction, they stopped for now.
Remember when that was. The National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Lewis County and Middle Tennessee, western Dixon County and Middle Tennessee, central Montgomery County and Middle Tennessee, southern Stewart County and Middle Tennessee, Houston County and Middle Tennessee, Perry County and Middle Tennessee, Humphreys County and Middle Tennessee, Hickman County and Middle Tennessee, until 3 a.m. Central Standard Time. At 1:46 a.m. Central Standard Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Paris to Lexington, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. Hazard, 70 miles per hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expect considerable tree damage. Damage is likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations impacted include Dixon, Waverly, Hohenwald, Centerville, Camden, Erin, Linden, Clarksville, Newcastleville, McEwen, Burns, Tennessee Ridge, Hurricane Mills, Charlotte, Lowell Mill, Van Leer, Cumberland City, Sladen, Timmins, and Palmyra. This includes the following highways: Interstate 40 between mile markers 136 and 172. Interstate 24 between mile markers 6 and 8. A tornado watch remains in effect until 5 a.m. Central Standard Time for Middle Tennessee. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Kentuckiana's breaking news, weather, and traffic station. News Radio 840, WHAS, Louisville, an iHeart radio station. From ABC News, I'm Todd Ant. One person was killed when an apparent tornado ripped through an Arkansas nursing home. 20 people were trapped after the Manor area. And emergency crews in southern Illinois also responding to reports of injuries at an Amazon warehouse after a roof collapse. At least one fatality reported in Missouri as severe storms, some believed to be tornadoes, swept across the Midwest and parts of the South. There are 2 storm-related deaths in Tennessee, and Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear declared a state of emergency. The National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a tornado warning for southwestern Dixon County in Middle Tennessee, north central Perry County in Middle Tennessee, Humphreys County in Middle Tennessee, northwestern Hickman County in Middle Tennessee, until 1:45 a.m. Central Standard Time. 4 a.m. Central Standard Time. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing Airborne debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs and windows and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near. Fire team knows around 2:55 a.m. Central Standard Time. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Pinewood, Biltmore, and 40 near the Tennessee River. This includes Interstate 40 between mile markers 136 and 165. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
That's 650.
The National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a tornado warning for northwestern Dixon County in Middle Tennessee, southwestern Montgomery County in Middle Tennessee, southeastern Stewart County in Middle Tennessee, northeastern Houston County in Middle Tennessee until 3 a.m. Central Standard Time. At 2:23 a.m. Central Standard Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Erin, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. Third, tornado. Fourth, radar indicated rotation. Impact. Or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of northwestern Dixon, southwestern Montgomery, southeastern Stewart, and northeastern Houston counties, including the following locations: Palmyra, Sladen, Timbercombe. Now, move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, on the idea that
Amplified Boost over a limited time is doubling your high-speed data on a $35 unlimited plan.
Another tornado warning for Nashville for Cheatham, Dixon, and Montgomery. They're going to have to issue both at the same time. How are they going to do that?
The National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a tornado warning for southern Dixon County in Middle Tennessee, east central Humphreys County in Middle Tennessee, northern Richmond County in Middle Tennessee until 3:15 a.m. Central Standard Time. Up to 2:38 a.m. Central Standard Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 10 miles southeast of McCune, or 12 miles northwest of Centerville, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Hazard, tornado. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. The dangerous storm will be near just around 2:55 a.m. Central Standard Time. Burn 1:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Work around 2:20 a.m. Central Standard Time. Neighborhoods are impacted by this tornado thunderstorm include Wild, To a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
Shoot! For Nashville.
Davidson County in Middle Tennessee, Northern Lewis County in Middle Tennessee, Eastern Dixon County in Middle Tennessee, Eastern Montgomery County in Middle Tennessee, Northwestern Morris County in Middle Tennessee, Southwestern Sumner County in Middle Tennessee, Western Williamson County in Middle Tennessee, Cheatham County in Middle Tennessee, Southeastern Perry County in Middle Tennessee, Central Hickman County in Middle Tennessee, Robertson County in Middle Tennessee, until 3:45 a.m. Central Standard Time. At 2:47 a.m. Central Standard Time, the few thunderstorms were located along the line heading from New York to Texarkana, Texas. 16 miles per hour. 16 miles per hour. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damage to roof, flooding, and trees. Location impacted include Franklin, Springfield, Caldwell, Centerville, Nashville, Clarksville, Madison, Andersonville, Brentwood, Goodlettsville, White House, Millersville, Greenbrier, Forest Hills, Mount Pleasant, Oakville, Cooperstown, White Bluff, and Dunedin. A tornado watching is in effect until 5 a.m. Central Standard Time for Middle Tennessee. Protect the move from inside the room on the lowest floor of the building. A tornado watching is in effect until 5 a.m. Central Standard Time for Middle Tennessee.
Davidson. Wrong Davidson, but I'll take it.
Get $1 delivery when you order on our app. Panera. Live your
Wrong Davidson, but I'll take it any day.
military bearings. Visit PaneraBread.com.
We're gonna need to fire up the plow, the big one.
Forecast is 6 feet of snow and 66 new customers for Trans-Snow service.
Hey, Jerry,
She needs more drivers before business melts.
I like that some shit.
National Weather Service today has issued a tornado warning for northwestern Davidson County in Middle Tennessee, southeastern Dixon County in Middle Tennessee, northwestern Williamson County in Middle Tennessee, southeastern Cheatham County in Middle Tennessee, until 3:30 p.m. Central.
Louisville tornado warning for Bull, Casey, Garrett, Jessamine, Lincoln, Madison, Mercer.
A thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over White Bluff for 8 miles east of Dixon, moving east at 50 miles per hour. Hazard, tornado. Source, radar indicated near. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Houston Springs around 3:05 a.m. Central Standard Time. Gabriel around 3:10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Bellevue around 3:20 a.m. Central Standard Time. Nashville and Johnson around 3:25 a.m.
Another tornado warning for Nashville.
Other locations impacted by the tornado.
Davidson and Williamson.
Locations impacted by the Move to a basement floor and enter your room on the lower floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself. Kimley Roofing has one of the largest roofing repair companies in the world. All roofs are often not fit to handle repair work. So when you call, you likely get a person who's not trained to diagnose roofing. Kimley Roofing seeks to help create every issue that serves you in good hands. You don't have to trust your home to untrained professionals. Call us at 615-553-6782 or online at KimleyRoofing.com.
Sirens going off in Nashville right now.
It's more or less 2 miles stretch. The target stop is
around Houston Springs. The secondary location is in Williamson County and
Arkansas and an Amazon warehouse in Pulaski, Southern Illinois. Prices way up last month. This is for Jason Rhodes.
Visiting every category. With the biggest gains, gas prices, used cars and trucks and new vehicles, and food and clothing.
The Supreme Court again reduces the time of Texas abortion law. White House reaction. Secretary Joe Johnson every
Hey, fly!
has argued and advocated for Line Road as well as the Women's Health Protection Act.
CBS break on top of it.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
County, and then eventually pushing towards downtown and Davidson County.
Guys, we got a PBS for the city of Nashville right now.
And then jump in anytime if you have any new information.
Guys, I just thought of something very unusual. Apparently 1510 has a DASDEC?
Or tornadoes on the ground. We have
because I literally just heard them relay, and then all of a sudden I heard
The civil authority has issued a tornado warning for the following counties or areas: Davidson, Williamson, TN, at 4:01 a.m. on December 11th, 2021, effective until 3:32 a.m.
With Tennessee Highway Patrol. So if you can hear good morning to you, let's get a quick rundown of what you would urge people either to do or not to do right now, considering what's moving.
I fucking caught that.
44 door.
I caught it on video.
Okay, looks like we just lost Bill, and just remember, folks, that it was
1510's doing weather coverage right now.
the interrupt communication system. Is that getting toward the White Creek area, Katie? Yeah, oh, I see White Creek there down at the top of your map. Okay. So this is in Briley. We're getting over to the Briley area, and there's Nashville. How hard to see with all of this.
Well, this new SBR is real right now. big SPR. Big SPR. Listen to this.
The National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Davidson County in Middle Tennessee, Central Rose County in Middle Tennessee, North Central Marshall County in Middle Tennessee, Northwestern Madison County in Middle Tennessee, North County in Middle Tennessee, Sumner County in Middle Tennessee, Williamson County in Middle Tennessee, Wilson County in Middle Tennessee, Southwestern Southdale County in Middle Tennessee, Southeastern Nicholls County in Middle Tennessee, Robertson County in Middle Tennessee, until 4 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Severe thunderstorms are located along a line extending from the
Damn it.
Locations affected include Smithfield Rural, Nashville, Madison, Hendersonville, Goodlettsville, Whitehouse, Millersville, until 5 a.m. Central Standard Time from Middle Tennessee. Carrier protection needs will enter the room on the lowest floor of the building. A tornado watch remains in effect until 5 a.m. Central Standard Time from Middle Tennessee.
Fourth skill and very very strong winds moving through the downtown area. Cindy, I was just thinking for anybody who might be watching or listening right now from a safe place, if you know anybody who was in the flashing red boxes, you may want to give them it's a good reminder to protect the people around you. So even if you're not in the direct zone of impact right now, you probably know someone who is, because we've got so many areas now in these flashing red boxes, which are the tornado warnings. Yeah, and looks like then too, we're still looking at that intense winds here, possible at any point in the storm, which is why they reissued the tornado warning for the county. We're also looking at to the south near Radnor, just moments ago, it looks like it's come down a little bit. Another area, small circulation near Radnor Lake.
Tornado warning for Davidson, Sumner, and Wilson, Tennessee until 4 a.m. Central Time.
A lot of this is going to be severe wind gusts that are pushing through.
Wait, did David go to bed?
Fort Madison, near Avondale, really close to 70, 90 miles an hour. Again, radar estimated, but even weather service is now saying wind showing
10 hours.
the radar showing winds over 100 miles
We've been on the air for 10 hours.
So that's what we're looking at right here. 100 miles per hour wind. That doesn't need to be a tornado warning. That's just severe wind in itself and can be as damaging, if not more than even some smaller tornadoes.
650 is
So
off
this
the
is
air.
a severe wind that is pushing through
650
portions
is
of
down.
Avondale and portions of Nashville,
Yep, they're down.
Madison. So folks, please take it seriously. You need to be on the lowest level of your home, away from windows.
Yeah.
I will say, just looking at the radar signature right now, that the recent
1290, why?
storm has come down a little bit. It doesn't look quite as impressive as far as rotating storms are concerned, but the wind
Oh,
is ever impressive. And with winds 80 to 90 miles
Oh,
per hour.
Probably not.
So please take that seriously and treat it as a tornado warning, even though we are in fact in still a tornado warning for this portion of Davidson County. Katie, I'm thinking about TSU, which you mentioned just a couple minutes ago. So many parts of TSU and North Nashville are still not recovered from March of last year. I mean, there were buildings that still have spots on them. Yeah. And to know that this was just flowing through there, I have a bad feeling.
Saving a lot of good. Guys, listen. They're doing it again. Listen.
The National Weather Service has issued tornado warnings over Colorado counties areas. Commerce, Wilson, Davidson, Tennessee, and 321 on dash 11. 2021 effective until 4:06 time.
Every gift makes a difference. Please don't wait to give.
They have a fucking NASDAQ. They just did it again. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that shit?
I think most of our team is actually in the process right now of coming back a place that, although I think it's just that back. So,
Alright, we're gonna get Sixers pregame now because we gotta go have dinner. That's gonna take a while. There we go.
Now we've got a Laker game winner here in overtime as we go to George. Thank you, Mike. We're here with LeBron. He's going to bury it.
There's over 450 million hoopers out there. One will outscore the country and put Norman on the map. Less than 1% of high school players get a scholarship. Odds of freshmen will lead the nation in points and assists. One ain't never been done. 1.3% of college players get drafted. Only one will drop 48 and 11 in the conference finals. One will know this is just the beginning. Trey had a 1.5 billion chance to get here, but he saw a possibility.
Let's go!
Disney's Encanto is enchanting.
So perfect.
It's a mystery that keeps surprising you. It's pure bliss. From the studio that brought you Frozen comes a movie experience you can only see in theaters. Disney's Encanto, rated PG, now playing only in theaters.
Jake from State Farm. I knew it.
Dad, look!
See? Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Restaurant is buying another restaurant's gift certificates to give out.
It's been a 53-minute game, and if we can continue that, going forward, and we could be a hell of a team.
So, LeBron, you've won 3 in a row. Your defense is ranked 9th now in the NBA. That was something that was an issue earlier going on in this season. Where are you guys defensively? How locked in are you at the moment?
I mean, we're very locked in. We understand in order for us to win long term, we got to defend.
And when we defend, we give ourselves a heck of a chance to win each and every night. So, it starts with, the point guard, whoever guarding the ball, but then the second and the third line of defense just talking and communicating throughout the whole possession. And, and then cleaning the glass. We got to rebound, and when we rebound, we're very good in the transition. So I like where we are. Like I said, we're ninth, but we want to continue to climb. I mean, we gave up 104 points in 53 minutes, so, that's damn good defense.
A wild one. Congratulations.
I appreciate it. We needed it.
All right, Mike, back to you.
Well, they've got the big three, but it's the undrafted rookie who already has a nickname. AR-15 was the game winner, the three-pointer here in overtime on the road. But Reeves right now with George, so let's go back to George.
Hey, Mike, we're here with Austin Reeves as well, the hero of the game. Austin was just asking LeBron about putting that last shot. What was going through your mind when you got the ball?
There was about 2 seconds left, so, I didn't really have anything else to do but shoot it. I was walking on the court, Coach Mike P looked at me, I was like, hey, if it comes to you, make a shot. So, good pass by Russ, and I made a shot.
What does it say that LeBron, Russ, AD, this team, Coach Vogel, have this kind of trust in you as a rookie?
It's amazing. I grew up watching these guys. Coach is a really good coach, won a championship, and it's been in a lot of big games. So it's crazy. It's surreal, and I really don't even think it's hit me yet.
Well, Austin, congratulations.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Hey, Boo, let me ask you something. Who's the best shooter all time in NBA history?
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry, well, you know what? His brother has a slight edge on all-time three-point percentage. So technically, he's better. You're going to see Steph Curry and company tonight. Sixers in Brooklyn to face the Brooklyn Nets, and he's so VIP, notoriously doing it BIG. Hey, Booz, guess what? You know who leads the league in total?
Who?
That's KD. You know who leads the league in total points?
Who?
That's KD. You know who leads the league in total 30-point games?
Who?
That's KD. That's right. He's in the place to be at 7:30 on NBA TV. And with that said, NBA fans, what's good? You are now rocking with the best. Happy holidays to you and yours. Will Paris in Studio B. It's the Carmack pregame along with the All-Star, my man, Carlos Booth. Good to see you. Happy holidays to you. And we have a treat in store for you. Some of the best teams in the league in the Eastern Conference. You have the Sixers visiting the Brooklyn Nets. A lot of players out tonight due to health and safety protocols, so we encourage everybody to stay safe. So, just looking at everything that's going on with the Brooklyn Nets right now, no James Harden, you see Brown, a number of players out. That's not even mentioning Joe Harris, who's out with ankles, recovering from ankle surgery, and we know what's going on with Kyrie. So just looking at everything going on, we know the Nets are shorthanded. Some of the challenges that they're going to face, missing so many players.
Yeah, offensively, the weight, again, falls on Kevin Durant, as it always does. You saw him the other night, did a great job, hit big shots in the fourth quarter to get the win. But it's a lot on the team, especially defensively as well. You see right here, high pick and roll. You got Claxton rolling, spread floor. One of the best playmakers we have in the game. Great finish right there by the big fella. ISO, one of the best ISO players we've ever had in the NBA. Quick rip, can shoot over anybody because he's 7 feet. Double team, doesn't matter, doesn't see it. Splash! Right here, throws, doesn't even need a pick and roll. Get out of here. I got, behind the back cross, front cross, pull over 2 people. Again, 7 feet, he can shoot over anybody. Splash! Right here sets the pick and roll. He's so diverse, so versatile. He can go inside, go outside, and he's got great vision. He's got a shooter in the corner. He got a guy at the dunker spot, finds and bounce pass. Great. There's so much on Kevin Durant because he can do so many things so well. He's an ISO player. He can shoot the ball. You see what he's averaging. The last 3 games, he's almost averaging 40 points a game, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 blocks. He has to do it all for this team for them to have a chance, especially with the guys that are out. Again, we know the Kyrie situation. James Harden is out. Defensively, also because there's multiple guys that are missing, like James Johnson can switch on multiple players. LaMarcus Aldridge is out. Paul Millsap got great hands. So they rely on him on both ends of the floor. I hope he's not going to wear down.
No question about it. So far, you talk about wearing down. He's second in the NBA in minutes played so far, so we'll monitor that situation as the season continues on. And we talked about how shorthanded these Brooklyn Nets are. They signed veteran Langston Galloway today. a player who's been in the league for a very long time, played in the New York City area, of course, was on the Phoenix team that made it to the finals. Of course, he's not going to be the player that's going to come in and give you that boost of points, just how things go. But what does he bring to this Brooklyn Nets team?
Yeah, he's a vet. He's savvy. He's been around. He can score when need be. He's a tough defender. He gives a little bit of poise for Steve Nash's offense out there. He's not going to make too many mistakes or have too many turnovers. But at the same time, he's someone that he can depend on when we have all these other guys out.
So then, speaking of having guys out, you always have to have players that are ready to step up. You look at Patty Mills, low-key, probably, if not the best acquisition in the offseason, seeing everything that's happened with Kyrie and everything that's happened with the Nets missing players. Season high 30. He's played great this season for this Nets team.
Yeah, Patty Mills has been a great surprise, man. He's a champion with that Spurs system out there with Popovich. He did a great job in the offseason with the Olympics, with Australia. He's one of those guys that's an unsung hero. This season, he stepped up. There's many games he was leading them in scoring coming into halftime, getting those guys off. And one of those guys that spreads the court for this Brooklyn Nets team. So we're going to rely on him again heavy tonight. Obviously, the defense was also going to key in on him, but he's had a great season so far.
So far, he has. And we look at these Nets who've won 3 straight and 4 of their last 5 playing on their home floor. They welcome in the Sixers, who are playing the second night of a back-to-back coming off a loss against the Miami Heat. We know this Sixers team, very similar to the Nets. They've had some players out, mainly Joel Embiid. But since he's been back, we've seen the great Embiid. However, last night, they didn't necessarily shoot so great on their home floor from 3 and from 2-point distance.
Yeah, it was tough, man. I mean, I thought Miami Heat did a great job of jumping on them. They were also missing a lot of guys last night. Jimmy Butler was out, Tyler Hero. Most of those guys, most of the stars, Bam Adebayo, was missing for the Miami Heat as well. They jumped on the Philadelphia 76ers early. To Philly's credit, they fought all the way back, made it a very good game. Maxey played great. Tobias Harris was doing a good job. And Joel Embiid, it just looked like he was a little gassed at the end. I know he tweaked his ankle a little bit towards the end of that basketball game. But down the stretch, it just seemed, I don't know if he's still recovering from something that could be happening, but he just looked a little affected, a little winded at the end of that basketball game. And Miami got away with a win with most of their guys out. So it was a big win for Miami, and it's a tough loss for Philadelphia.
Yeah, the Sixers were down by as many as 23 in that one. Maxey had a good game, 27. Then you talk about Embiid, who had missed a game earlier in the week against Memphis. So still trying to figure things out. Of course, you want to see Embiid at his peak strength because whenever he's balling, you know the Sixers are going to be winning. But then we look at Seth Curry right now, and I mentioned him in the intro. So, Steph, if you're watching, you know, no shade. However, in the family bragging rights, we know who has the higher percentage all time. But nevertheless, he's flirting with a 50, 40, 90 season. Of course, he's a part of the brotherhood. I know that you got to rep one time. But just what has he meant to the Sixers team so far this season?
What a great acquisition for him a couple years ago. He go to Philadelphia. He spreads the floor. I'm going to be honest. I don't know who's the best shooter in that family. Del Curry got jumpers. Seth got Curry. Steph, obviously. All the Currys can shoot. The babies can probably shoot too. But no, he spreads the floor for this team. He gives them a comfortability when he's open. Most of those shots are going in. You see his stats right there. He's shooting over 50% from the floor, almost shooting 40 from 3, a little bit under that. But he's a guy that can knock down shots, spread the floor, help open things up for Joel Embiid and the rest of those guys to drive the basket.
Well, indeed, we're going to see this game momentarily, 7:30 p.m. tonight, coming up here in just momentarily on NBA TV. And on Sunday, make sure you set your DVR because you have one of the best centers in the game playing the Nets tonight. And the best center in the game, I'm just going to say that, the Joker coming to Brooklyn. You'll see that Sunday on NBA TV. Hey, don't go anywhere. It's about next pregame. I'm chilling with Booze. It's for people.
It's the evolution of basketball.
The game that I was saying back then, it was slow.
The 24-second shot clock really changed the game.
It was a whole new world. Success in the NBA really is because of David Stern.
Open Court, presented by CDW and Lenovo on NBA TV. You're watching the CarMax pregame show. CarMax, the way it should be.
The Brooklyn Nets with the best start in franchise history at 20-8. The leader, that's the head coach Steve Nash, spoke moments ago.
It's tricky without shoot around because of COVID. We're not having shoot around. We're going to meet right before the game and go over the game plan. And so, we a very quick introduction and let's see if we get a chance to use him and see what type of shape he's in and how he fits with the group. But it really is going in blind.
Greg Logan.
Steve, even with 9 guys, what kind of consideration do you have to give to getting Durant some kind of rest during this period? Because it's not just one game, it's 5 or 6 games in this period.
Yeah, it's a really important topic. I don't know that we can continue to lean on him the way we have. It doesn't feel right. And, I know he's enjoying it. I know he's enjoying playing at the rate he's playing at and trying to, bring his teammates along with him and all the responsibility that he's accepted and crushed. Basically, it's just been incredible. But at the same time, we know that's not safe or sustainable to continue to lean on him like that. So, there's going to be a lot of consideration and we'll have to figure out a way to give him breaks.
I know you obviously are not in control of what's going on with COVID around your team in particular, but how much of a sense of relief was it to just get through the past, I'm not trying to jinx it to you, but to get through the past couple of days since Tuesday without any more positive tests and kind of just being able to have the same group again for tonight's game?
Yeah, it's important. The question is, we're above the threshold, so to speak, which is positive. At the same time, we're barely above the threshold. So what toll does that take on our players? Is it better to be over the threshold and to not be playing until you have a healthy roster? Or is it better to, have enough to play, but to be shorthanded and the burden and the toll that takes on these guys and knowing that you're going to have guys coming back who haven't been able to practice or play basketball. So it is definitely tricky to navigate.
Time for Coast to Coast coverage presented by T-Mobile. Taking a look at Brooklyn's upcoming schedule. The game on our network tonight. Then they face Orlando. Then there's Denver, Washington. Then they go on the road to Portland. And seeing all the players that they have out, according to the current protocols, there would be a chance for some of those players to return in case you're not familiar. So if you are in health and safety protocols, you need to have 2 negative tests within a 24-hour period or be isolated for 10 days, and then you are tested. So seeing everything that's going on, just your thoughts on the actual health and safety protocols. Do you feel like anything needs to be adjusted, or how should the league approach this now, seeing all these positive tests?
Yeah, it's tough, man. A lot of teams are having tons of guys out, not 1 or 2 here, but it's 5, 6. The Bulls have 10. That's a lot of players missing action. They got to figure out ways to get G League players up or sign guys like Langston Galloway did, with Brooklyn Nets. They got to figure out what to do exactly for the NBA moving forward. The winter's coming, so maybe this new variant is a little more easy to spread around. The NBA has to keep a close eye on this as we move forward.
Yeah, they do. And again, we encourage everyone to stay safe. We're not out of this pandemic just yet. So please be careful out there and make sure you get tested and take care of your family. Just to keep things moving right here on the CarMax pregame, we have a game for your viewing pleasure at 7:30. There is Biggity Blake Griffin ready to get his ball on. 7:30 right here. The Nets host the 76ers right here on NBA TV.
Essential timeout is called on the field. Look, they like football after these words.
I'm sorry, but look.
A lot of people don't even talk to their interns.
Yo, y'all see this?
Hey, what's cracking? One big client, and we straight.
Big shot, pin the bomb, make me reminisce upon. I remember me and dogs. I like it. Dickies on.
What was that in '93?
You probably wasn't even born.
I'm Lamar Davis. I'm sure my colleagues have told you about me.
Weed through the weed smoke, trees where my seeds grow. Let them try to press.
Thomas, you seem triggered. Can you tell me what happened?
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams. Time to fly.
After all these years, it's like going back to when it all started. Back to the Matrix. Am I crazy? We don't use that word anymore. The Matrix Resurrections, rated R, in theaters and on HBO Max, Wednesday.
With DirecTV Stream, I can get live TV and on demand anywhere. Look, Serena Williams, Matrix. Serena, Matrix. Serena, Matrix.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream.
In the journey toward greatness, there is no finish line. There's only the next step forward. Everything.
One of the oldest rivalries renewed Saturday on NBA TV. Your New York Knickerbockers and the Boston Celtics. Get to see that game Saturday. Our next pregame starts everything off at 8 p.m. Of course, welcome back to the studio. B. Roe Parrish along with Carlos Boozer. Taking a look at these New York Knicks. Of course, they're facing the Rockets tonight. A lot of things, how can I say this nicely, have changed since last season. The Knicks overachieved last year, made the playoffs for the first time in 7 seasons. However, this year they are currently out of playoff position. Took Kemba Walker out of the starting lineup. They are 2-7 since they've taken him out. They were a game above 500 at 10-9 with him in. So with all that being said, the identity of this New York Knicks team, they wanted to change it. Defense, now it's offense. Just give me your assessment of what's going on with this New York Knicks team.
Good to see Kemba smiling right there. He answered the questions really well. He's a vet. You know, whatever it takes for this team to do well. Clearly, they haven't been doing as well with him out the lineup. And hopefully, Tibbs will put him back in there so they can get some more wins. But you know, Tibbs did a great job. He got there. The front office did a good job of bringing in guys that can set the tone and make this a more defensive-minded team. They accomplished that last year, and now they kind of shocked the NBA. Now you got everybody's attention. So now when we go to New York, we know DeRozan is going to come and get buckets. Julius Randle got most improved, and he's become a certified all-star. I know they're missing some guys. R.J. Barrett's been in and out the lineup a little bit. But for the most part, they've set their identity. Now they're trying to search and find what's going to work for this season. Each season's a new season, even if you got the same pieces. So, you know, bringing in Kemba, maybe they put him back in the lineup. He's a walking bucket, a lot of buzz, got a lot of handles, got a lot of thrust. And for right there, you look at him, like he's happy. It wasn't like he was, you know, disgruntled or whatever. Mm-hmm. Julius Randle is the key to this Knicks team. He made clutch play after clutch play, defensively, offensively, a very good playmaker. But they got to get other guys to consistently help him on both sides of the ball.
No question about it. I mean, and just to double back on Kemba, when you have R.J. Barrett out, you have Obi Toppin, Kevin Knox, Quentin Grimes all out due to health and safety protocol, you would think that, you know, an all-star, 2-3-time all-star like Kemba Walker would be able to come in and contribute in some type of way. So we'll see what happens. Keep an eye on that game on League Pass. We know the Houston Rockets, although they got slapped last night, they've been playing extremely well. That game is on League Pass. Other games tonight, we're looking at the Wizards and the Suns so far. A Wizards team, they started 10-3. They were at top of the Eastern Conference. They're 5-11 since. Things have just really fallen apart. This game is on League Pass. Your assessment of this Wizards team and their season so far?
Yeah, they came out cooking. They really did. Bradley Beal had those guys rocking and rolling. The trade that they made with Russell Westbrook, the guys they brought in, the Caldwell Pope and the Kuzmas and what have you, they had a hot start. Now you got everybody's attention again. We're seeing that same thing happen with the Atlanta Hawks. These guys went to the conference finals last year. You got everybody's attention. They're struggling this year because everybody's geared up to play you. The Wizards have to find their identity again, especially defensively. Offense comes and goes, but if you can consistently get stops, you'll have a chance to win every game. this team has to find their defensive identity to get back in the hunt, get back in up there in the top 4 seeds in the Eastern Conference if they can do so.
Indeed. And then we go to the Phoenix Suns. They went to the finals last year, pretty much ran it back, didn't really change the roster too much. Chris Paul still holding it down. Devin Booker, this is going to be, his 7th game missed, not in the lineup. You have DeAndre Ayton missing games, but nevertheless, this Phoenix Suns team has still figured out a way to stay in the top 2 seeds in the Western Conference.
Yeah, they're great. They're having a phenomenal season. They started off kind of slow in the first, 2 games?
2 games.
Then they went on a crazy winning streak.
Right.
That changed dramatically. Monty Williams got these guys running like an oil machine. Chris Paul's doing a great job of being the quarterback out there, the legendary player that he is, getting everybody in the right spots. And even though Book has missed a lot of games, other guys have stepped up. You see Crowder hitting more shots. You see Bridges hitting more shots. Obviously, the big fella inside is doing a great. He's betting on himself.
Yes, he
is. They haven't given his contract yet, but he's going to get one.
Oh, no question. He's going to secure the bag, get paid, young hitter, get paid. Yes, indeed. There's Cameron Payne on the screen getting Jays up. I mean, we look at this Phoenix Suns team. They've won 12 straight at home. They play very well in that home court. We know it gets extremely loud. That game is on League Pass at 9 p.m. We got more things coming up here. We're only moments away. Is he your MVP favorite?
I think Steph is.
Steph is? Okay, all right. I'm not mad at that. But, hey, KD ain't shabby either. You're going to see him get buckets tonight.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dubs, more puzzle games, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games, get interactive stats, and customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
That's Danny Green, who is a 40% career shooter from 3. Now, we know the NBA is the league leader amongst all leagues in social justice. Well, the Sixers, along with managing partner Joe Harris, teamed up with Meek Mill, and they are a part of the Reform Alliance. Let's take a look.
We've got today nearly 30 kids whose either mother or father is currently in prison or has been in prison for not committing a crime. Something I didn't think was possible 5 years ago. So what we wanted to do was, number one, give these kids the best day of their life. They're here with Meek Mill, Little Baby, Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio playing basketball on the Sixers court. They're going to have the day of their lifetime. And that was the first thing we wanted to do, is just give them that experience. And this is really about bringing attention and giving kids a great day at the same time.
And I really felt like this was an issue that we needed to get behind and really raise up the awareness of, and also like the smiles. Like I love seeing the smiles of the kids. Like that's payback right there. I mean, seeing everyone having a great time was awesome, and winning championships and stuff like this is why you get involved with the Philadelphia 76ers to try and help the city.
Yeah, I ain't really have nobody to help like change my life at a young age. I'm just one of the lucky ones, but if I could help one person, they asked me about helping a million people in reform. If I could help one person, that's enough for me. But being as though we're helping multiple people and making change across America, of course it makes me feel better.
Shouts out to Michael Rubin, of course, Josh Harris and Meek Mill. I had a cap on right now with Tippett and continuing to spread the message about social justice and reform. Love to see what the Sixers are doing, being forward on helping the cause and improving social justice and things of that nature. Let's take a listen to Doc Rivers, who spoke moments ago.
Yeah, it's been more laughter, honestly. I mean, he's embarrassed by it. He's mad. He doesn't know how he got it. And it's amazing. The same thing you get from almost everyone who gets it. They're frustrated because they feel like they're trying to do the right stuff. And they get it. And then his first worry is, does anyone else have it? That's everyone's first question, because they don't want to be that guy, So, but he's doing all right. It hasn't hit him yet. A lot of guys, it doesn't hit him right away. So hopefully he goes through a mild case of it. It'd be great.
I don't want to jinx you, but the fact that since yesterday, because some of these teams have been like, one person, then it's 3 people. Like it's
that's all the shedding. The fact that I know all this terminology sucks. But that's from the shedding, and so you don't know. Our guys have to keep testing. Listen, right now I don't think any of us know.
Did you clear your testing for today, as far as you know?
Yeah, everybody so far. Yeah.
Is there obviously the league is going through this? A lot of teams have to a bunch of guys. Do you think at some point there needs to be any look at how the league is handling positive tests and try to?
Yeah, I think they are. Listen, I think we got all the sports leagues putting their brains together at the same time. Probably. I know we had a individual call and talk with our own people on us making our own changes.
We need the Sixers?
Yeah, and we're going to make just some of our own changes. Like, we want to be the team with the least. We lead still, I think, in COVID games often. That one stretch was brutal for us, and now other teams are going through it. So it's no fun.
Is that the shift back closer to more what everybody was doing last year? Just try to tamp things down.
Yeah, a lot of that. Yeah.
Can you share some of the things?
No, not yet, because we haven't decided on exactly what we're doing.
Is this a situation too where are you talking about? It seems to be such a topic of conversation. So does it come up when you're talking to other coaches or just players?
Yeah, I early on, last week I was getting a lot of calls.
Sure.
Other coaches because they hadn't gone through it and we had.
Right, exactly.
And they asked me what my thoughts. I said, there are other thoughts. So, we had 5 guys out for it. There's no they all ask though. Everyone asks, any way you think we can avoid it or do it? And I said, not that I know of. But we'll see. We have to do something because at this rate, I'm scared to turn on ESPN right now. You can just more guys are out.
When George did test positive, is there like a sense of, oh shoot, are we going to go through this again?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The conversation that you're talking
that's your first thought, and everybody probably handles it different. Some guys are probably very paranoid, like, oh my gosh, and then some guys, aren't. So.
On the floor, the biggest correction do you feel like you can make from last night to tonight?
Put a game together. I thought last night we put quarters together on both ends. Your defense is tied to your offense, and your offense can help your defense. And I thought last night was the poster child of that. So when we get stops, get out and break, get our early offense, and get our movement going, we're pretty good. There's a reason why the 2 of the best teams in basketball offensively are 2 of the best teams on defense, because they know getting easy baskets and getting in transition is important. You know, Golden State and Utah, that's not a fluke. Their their offense is directly tied to their defense, and they know that. We have to.
Yes, indeed. It's always good to catch up with the homies. Ain't that right, Boo?
Absolutely.
There you see Blake Griffin. You see Mr. Drummond. Shout out to Langston Galloway, who just signed on. Sixers, Nets, coming up on NBA TV at 7:30.
Blow the dice for me. I'll check back around. Tell her where you at. Tell for me. Tell her where you at. Where you at? I'm about to buy Las Vegas after this roll. I'm about to buy Las Vegas after this roll. Come on, 7, 7, 7. Let's go. 7, 7, 7. Let's go.
There's over 450 million hoopers out there. One will outscore the country and put Norman on the map. Less than 1% of high school players get a scholarship. Odds of freshmen will lead the nation in points and assists. One and never been done. 1.3% of college players get drafted. Only one will drop 48 and 11 in the conference finals. One will know this is just the beginning. Trey had a 1.5 billion chance to get here, but he saw a possibility.
I have dreamt of performing in Red Shore City since I was a little kid.
Here she is, the star of our show. There's nothing Rosita can't do.
I can't do this. She's afraid. Can I try?
No. Push away.
This is probably for the best.
But I wrote this part for you. Time to show the world what you're really made of. Scene 2. Rated PG.
Blow the dice for me. I'll check back around. Tell her where you at. Tell for me. Tell her where you at. Where you at? I'm about to buy Las Vegas after this roll. I'm about to buy Las Vegas after this roll. Come on, 7, 7, 7. Let's go. 7, 7, 7. Let's go.
Guys, that's it. Have a nice night, everybody.